there, Sarah of SEK Handmade here. I just wanted to jump on real quick. I have been on a trip for a little while, and you know me, I love to get yarn when I'm traveling because then I have the memories of the travels with me in the yarn. And so I wanted to share with you what I got. And then I also have it was Art in the Park here locally. And so I purchased some really fun and beautiful things, and I want to share those with you too. So basically, this is just to catch up, tell you what's been going on with me, and share with you some fun adventures. So we took a special trip with my husband's family to the Puget Sound area of Washington, and it was a great adventure. We all stayed together in one house, which was, as you might guess, wonderful and challenging. Having so many people together in one place. It's always those two things, right? So we had a house that was on a bay, and the kids had tons of fun. Well, I think all of us had lots of fun playing in the water. There were crabs that the boys caught, and I got to do some kayaking, which reinforced for me that I love kayaking. One day, we went whale watching, which was amazing. We saw whales. It was so cool. And in the town that we went whale watching in, there was a yarn shop. Actually, there were a couple yarn shops, but I stopped at one yarn shop, and I feel pretty good about that after a long day of being on a boat. The boys just barely had enough patience for one yarn shop and some ice cream. So the yarn shop that I went to was Bazaar Girl. So you could see their logo there on the bag. And I didn't know if I was going to make it to another yarn shop. So I wanted to make sure that I got all of my desired yarns there. And so the first thing I picked out was a little something for myself. I asked about local dyers, and she had a couple, but she also pointed me in the direction of some female-owned small dyers too, and so that's what I got for myself. This is Ba Yarn, and I have their New York base, which is a fingering weight, and their Halo base, which is a mohair, and this is what I got. Oh, they're so pretty. So the Halo base is 55% alpaca, 20% kid mohair, 25% silk, and it is 400 yards per 50 grams. And this colorway is called Hot Mess. I love it. And then I wanted something to pair it with. I have this this vision for a shawl that has either a border or like a piece of it at the end that's like mohair. And so that's like my thoughts for this. So this is their New York base. It's 100% superwash merino, 400 yards per 100 grams. And this is Amethyst. So I thought those two would go really nicely together. So that's my plan for that. Then this was a very special family trip, and it was my husband's family. My husband's family, very humorously, there are two boys. His brother is married and also has two boys, and then we also have two boys. So we girls are very limited on that side of the family. So I thought it would be fun for memories and special to get a skein of yarn for my mother-in-law and a skein of yarn for my sister-in-law and make them each a little something to commemorate the trip. So this is what I got for my mother-in-law. These colors are very much my mother-in-law, kind of this purpley and this tannish brown and this lime green. I think she'll really love this. Have I decided exactly what I'm going to make? No. This is from Earth, URTH Yarns. This is their Uneek worsted weight. It's 100% extra fine merino, 220 yards per 100 grams. And let's see if I can figure out the colorway. Oh, they don't have names. This is colorway 4035. I will link to the yarn people once I'm done going live, so that you can find their yarns. I actually bought this brand of yarn when I went to Albuquerque, and I bought myself a really rainbowy colorway, same kind of placement, fingering weight yarn for mine though. So this is worsted weight. I don't know what I'm going to make for her. Maybe a Delilah cowl would be good for that. Then I got this for my sister-in-law, and this is another Ba yarn skein. This is their Soma base. It's 100% superwash merino. It's 234 yards per 100 grams, so more of a DK weight. And this is called Green is the color. And I'm so excited about this because after I went shopping, my sister-in-law said, "Oh, can I see the yarn that you got?" And I said, "Of course you can." And so she looked through it, not knowing that I had a plan to make something for her. And she picked up the skein and she was like, "Ooh, I really like this one." I was like, yes. So I'm going to make her a Lumi cowl. So I'm very excited about that. So that's the yarn that I bought in the first yarn shop. And then I had a little time that my husband and I got to sneak away and run a couple errands. And he said, "Do you want to stop by another yarn shop?" And I was like, of course I do. So I went to Bayshore Yarns, which is in Silverdale, Washington. And this is their little business card. And you want to know what's funny? Both of these yarn shops, this one the owner and the other one the owner's husband, both from Manitowoc, Wisconsin, which is like an hour away from me. So I went clear to the other coast to find people who used to live right by me. So this was another really cute little yarn shop, and I got some really pretty yarns. I don't know if I'm going to use these together, if I'm going to use them separately. This was a local person. You know I love that hot pink. It is so hot pink that it's like blowing out on the camera. But this is by Wine and Woolly Design, and it's superwash sock. It's 100 yards, and it's this gorgeous fingering weight. Fuchsia is what they're calling it. I would call it, I don't know, it's kind of variegated. It's not a real solid. So like it's a brighter pink there and then like a darker purpley pink there. So I really love that. And then I got this, and I kind of thought that like this could be a shawl and this could be like a border, maybe. So this gorgeous yarn is by Dream in Color Yarn, and this is their Smooshy base. And this is called Cabaret, is the colorway. And then this is 85% superwash, 15% nylon, and it is 120 yards per 4 ounces. And they're each just like a little different, but really gorgeous. This dye style, I think, lends itself to just like slightly different placement of the colors and amounts of the different colors. So she had 4 skeins. I like laid them all out and picked exactly the ones I want, which is like the best part of shopping in person, right? Is that you can do that kind of stuff. So that is the yarn that I purchased on my trip. I don't, other than for sure, I'm going to make a Lumi cowl with the yarn I bought for my sister-in-law. I don't have a solid plan for any of them. So we'll see what comes of it. The next thing I wanted to share with you. So we spent about a week in Seattle, and then we spent a week with my family, hanging out in Des Moines. And we did lots of fun stuff, but none of it yarn related. So when I got home, we got home on Saturday, and then over this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the Appleton Arts Festival happened, and I love going to the Appleton Arts Festival. So my mother-in-law and I went, and I wanted to show you what I purchased there because I'm super excited. I knew going in that I was going to purchase a large piece of art if the artist that I knew I wanted the art from was there and had something that I really liked. So I was very restrained and responsible. I didn't even buy a mug, you guys. You know how I feel about a handmade mug. So let me show you what I got. The very first thing I purchased are the earrings that I'm wearing. And this was fun because I actually have earrings from this artist already. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Focus on the earring. So this is from Josiah Eadman. He is a wood artist that makes jewelry. He had so much gorgeous stuff. It was really hard to choose with just one pair of earrings. I wanted several. And then you can see that they are like opposite of each other. So I thought that was a lot of fun. Highly recommend his work. He is on Etsy. I'll link to him when I'm all done here. And really, really gorgeous, nice guy. Could have spent all my money there. So then lots of really talented artists there. It was so fun to go and chit chat with people that had been there the last couple of years and talk to them a little bit. But this person was new. I have not seen them there in the past. And when I saw their work, I was like, oh, that's fun. And then when I looked up close, I was like, holy bonkers. So this is quilled paper. And I don't know if I can zoom in. This is the problem with this camera I'm using. I can't really zoom in a bunch. But this is all quilled paper quilling. So all of these are little tiny bits of paper. Oh, so stunning. This is a card. I already have a frame for this. I'm just going to frame this and put it on my wall. I love bluebirds. I have a bluebird on my arm. Bluebirds are for happiness. So I'm going to put this guy up on my wall. And then I also got this one because how stunning are those flowers? You guys, $8 for this card. I can't even begin to imagine the amount of work that went in to making all these little details. And you guys, cards have gotten so stupid expensive. You can buy a crappy card at Target for $5 or $6. So I thought $8 for something that somebody could then take and frame. I intend to send this one to my sister because she'll appreciate the artwork. But highly recommend. Let's see. They have a website that I'm sure you can purchase off of. They're from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And this is Iconic Quilling. I'm going to hold this up here. Really nice people, really gorgeous work, lots of fun designs that are perfect for giving. And if I were you, and what I'm going to do is put a little note in the card I gift out saying, hey, this would be great to frame. So my last little thing I'm going to share with you here is my big piece of art. So VS Designs is someone I met last year at the Arts Festival. And I purchased just a little, it was like a 4x4 square maybe, of one of her paintings for myself. And then I ended up going back and getting one for my mother-in-law too as a gift. And I really wanted a really nice piece of artwork for above my fireplace. And she had, exactly what I was looking for. So this is It's in plastic and I haven't hung it up yet. But it's like a field of poppies and it's got those bright, that purple is like my favorite color of purple. And you know, I love teal. And so my whole living room is going to be around this one gorgeous piece of art. And she, like I said, she has really small ones too. So really beautiful hand painted artwork at lots of price points. So there you go. That's what I've been up to. Those are small businesses that I have been supporting. You know how passionate I am about supporting small businesses. So thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know if you have a local art festival that you go to, or a local yarn shop, or a local yarn shop that I should visit if ever I'm in your area. Be sure to let us know where exactly you are as well. And I hope you have an amazing, amazing time, amazing week, and we'll see you back here again soon. Bye.